see how you are before we break for lunch and check in how that sharing was, how that exercise was. Yes, the microphone is coming.
It really helped me refresh and ground.
Great.
And it was nice to do it after, when you're listening to other people's stories and it's a little heavy in the room, right? So it really helped me to do that. And it's a nice way to enter in lunch, I'm assuming. So yeah, something about that, really, really precious.
Great. Thank you. Yeah.
I wasn't really sure where that exercise was going to go, and I really had a very incredible connection with the person that I was partnered with, and it allowed some emotions to come up, but also a lot of releasing energy in my body, and it was very. I'm still feeling it.
Yeah.
It was a very powerful experience. I had no idea that something like that could be so powerful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Yeah, thank you. I was feeling it myself. I told Larry, behind you. Yeah.
I'm Jennifer. I was, during the previous exercise, I had found myself gripping my cup. I really had a surprisingly challenging time with that. I felt very identified with my story, with my negative story, and I was believing it. And so I was gripping my cup, but I wasn't at all aware of what was going on in my body. I didn't think anything was going on in my body until we did that exercise. And I thought, well, I'm not going to have much to say. And the more that I looked, the more that I saw. And it was just enlightening to see how much more I was holding. After all of this time, you'd think I would be aware of how much my body holds of distress when I'm feeling distressed. But it was once again a wake-up call to remember that my body reacts like that to any distress that I feel. So thank you.
Thank you. So thank you. And so thank you. Thank you for the ways that you were willing to connect so intimately with another person, to share what was going on, to be present in those ways. And so thank you. And we coming to lunch, and there are a number of things that we wanted to say. I wonder, could you, if people are wandering out there, could you bring them back in? I just wanted to make a few announcements before we break for lunch. And the big one is, I wanted to ask you if you would feel comfortable having lunch in silence. We didn't really name that, but I think there's something that actually continues to deepen and open by being in silence. And so I know that you might need to talk, some of you, about who has the lunch and the car keys and stuff, but in general, would you feel willing to be in silence for lunchtime? Because that would be lovely. And Larry and I would love to support you to do that, yes.
Could I just make a request, if there really is silence, that be respected outside as well as inside the building and on the land? Because sometimes I come upon very loud, lively discussions when we're supposedly in silence.
Yeah. Thank you. So if you feel like you can't be in silence, then the car park, we'll say, will be the area of either sitting in your car or hanging out in the car park would be a good area to not be in silence. So, and then the other thing that we wanted to mention before we go into a lunch blessing is that these teachings are given freely. Who's here for the first time? Oh, so a number of you. Wonderful, welcome. It's tough. Oops, sorry, lovely to have you here. You touch my heart. So, with a big bang. So, these teachings are given freely, which means that from the time of the Buddha, none of the teachers have charged for their teachings, neither the monks or nuns. I've been teaching since 1988 and have lived on your generosity through your support, for example, of me and Larry leading this day. That enables me to pay my rent and bills, and my cars need new shocks and stuff like that, so that I can lead another retreat. So it's this kind of pay it forward where you are, if you feel moved to allow someone else to have a similar experience, you have the possibility of supporting me and of keeping the Dharma alive and the possibility of communities like this alive and the teachers alive. So I rely on your teachings, and both of us are giving our time freely, all the many meetings we've had to talk about this, and then this day, and all the training we bring to this is all given as a gift in honor of our healing. And then how and if you are moved can manifest as donations to, and the checks are written out to Spirit Rock Meditation Center. And then you say on the bottom, the retreat, I guess. So are there any questions about Dana or anything that someone would like to add? Yeah. Lunch, we're just getting to that. We're just getting to announcements around lunch. Yeah. So, yes, so, good. Okay. So thank you then. Thank you for your support and generosity. So
there are some announcements. Lunch will be 1 hour.
It'll be till 2.
If you didn't bring your lunch, the closest place to purchase one is the Woodacre Deli. Directions to the deli are located in the foyer near the entrance door to this hall. You're welcome to...
Thank you for listening. To learn how you can support the teachers and Dharma Seed, please visit dharmaseed.org/donate.